Heider. He's over from Melbourne, so we've got him as a Lion for the week, which is pretty special. Thanks to the Make-A-Wish Foundation and Hyundai Health for Kids. He's a part of the team this week, so he was at training yesterday, gave the boys a bit of a rev up before training, got us going. He'll come out for captain's run today and then run out with us tomorrow. So he'll lead the team out tomorrow and hopefully we can get a win for him.
How special was it to have him at training and to do this over the next couple of days?
Yeah, it's really special. I think whenever we can give back and help out, it's always a special time. And all the boys, I think, got around you yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah.
They were pretty nice to you?
Yeah.
That's good. So he met all of his heroes, which is pretty awesome, and always leaves not only myself but the coaches and all the other players with a smile on their face after what transpired yesterday and getting around him. He wrote some letters to most of the boys as well, so we all got to take those home and showed Jules last night, and yeah, special few hours yesterday and continues on today and tomorrow.
You remember back when you were that age, looking up to AFL players, what were you thinking?
Yeah, I would have been pretty quiet, but Heider's got a bit of energy. He's a bit more friendly than what I would have been. He's up and about, which is good. I would have been pretty shy. At the start, you were a little bit shy, but you got used to the guys pretty quickly, didn't you?
Yeah.
So no, it's if I was in his position when I was younger, I would have absolutely loved it.
Who's your favourite, mate?
Why?
Because he's won the best and fairest and he's won the Brownlow in 2020.
What's been the best part of this, mate?
That I got to see all the players and kick the footy with them and talk with them.
You wrote some letters to the players. What did you say, mate, in those letters?
How good they were and that like Jack Gunston and Josh Dunkley are a better place in Brisbane.
There's a bit of a pump-up letter, which is good, so the boys should be ready to go tomorrow.
Heider, what do the Lions need to do better to win the premiership?
Marks and goals, running and defending, and get more kicks.
Good advice.
Right across the board.
He told me yesterday what position you want me to start tomorrow.
Forward,
Why is that?
because you need to kick some more
I need
goals.
to kick some more goals, so he's got me starting forward tomorrow, so might be a bit of a change up for JL in the coach's box.
You don't think he's providing enough for Charlie, kicking 7 goals for the last few weeks?
Charlie's good. He needs to get more below for him because he's got too many goals.
Needs to share him around, he reckons.
Heider, what are you going to do when you grow up?
Be an AFL player. And and be forward, kick goals, get the best and fairest, get good tackles, stuff like that.
What was it like being in the huddle yesterday, mate, when you were counting and they were cheering and roaring afterwards?
It was funny and they were all so loud and I was just doing random numbers.
Got us doing 9 stomps in a row at one stage. They got pretty loud in there, didn't it?
Yeah.
You did well, under pressure.
Puts things in perspective, doesn't it, Locke?
Yeah, absolutely. It's, as I said before, you're always smiling when you're around him. Chances like these makes us feel pretty grounded, and you sort of realise what you're playing for a little bit more, I suppose, after times like this as well. So, it's good.
Nice to take your mind off the fact that you're playing against your old team this weekend and there's always that extra pressure on you lot.
Probably haven't really thought about it too much. I've been having a good distraction the last couple of days, and then obviously always look at what the opposition have been up to and all that, but haven't really thought too much about the Dockers this week, which is nice, but the coaches have still prepped us well. We know what we're going to do. We know what we are meant to do to get the job done. So looking forward to it. Should be a good challenge. They're going to be coming out pretty fierce, I would have thought. Probably not playing the footy that they want to, but we know what their best is like. So we'll expect that tomorrow. And they touched us up last year, so we know that they can beat us if we're not on.
How do you rate the Dockers midfield? Obviously, they're probably a bit different to the last time we faced them with no Mundy and obviously Fife's sidelined at the moment.
Yeah, a little bit different. I can't actually remember. I don't think Fifey played in the one last year either, and they touched us up around the ball. They've got O'Meara, who's a bigger body. I think Will Brodie's playing some good footy now as well. We know what Andy Brayshaw can do, and Caleb Sarong's one of the most informed mids in the comp, and they've got one of the better ruckmans in the comp as well with Sean Darcy. So it's a formidable opponent. I think they've probably been a bit down to what they were last year around the ball. So as I said, they'll be coming out pretty hot, I would have thought, tomorrow. So we've got to be able to match their intensity straight away.
They've been beaten in contested footy, I think, every game this season. Do you think that's an area you can exploit them tomorrow?
Well, I feel like because they haven't won it, they're going to be coming out, as I said, pretty hot in that department. And last year they touched us up with contested ball and clearance and stuff. So they've certainly got the cattle to perform really well in that area. So we'll have to be on to win that battle. It's going to be on, which will be good.
Froggy comes back into the side for Darragh.
Yeah, it's a great reward for Frog. He's been leading the VFL side superbly the first month and a bit. So it's a just reward for Froggy. I think he can play a really good role for us down back, and they've got some pretty versatile forwards that play that sort of medium size, like Sam Sturt. Corbett came in, it was a sub last week, I'm not sure if he's playing or not, but some of those sort of versatile talls / smalls that he'll be able to play on. He can win his own footy as well, Frog, and use it pretty well. So it's a good reward for him. I'm happy for him.
Heider, what's going to be the result?
Brisbane 117, Dockers 100.
Shootout. Yeah.
Hey, look, do you know, have you been told the story behind Heider's name?
I have, yeah. It's pretty special. I've got to actually clear it up. Does it mean lion or lion heart?
Lion, I think.
Just lion? Yeah, which is pretty cool. And I think that's why you go for the Lions, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense, because I think the family are Melbourne supporters, D's supporters, so he's gone against the grain there with the family and jumped on the Lions, which is awesome.
Get the family over to the Lions?
Yeah.
They're shaking their head in the background. He's gone against them again.
Do you still speak to a lot of the Dockers guys? Are you close with Andy, your old housemate? And
Yeah, close with Andy. Speak to him pretty regularly. Other than that, there's probably not too many there that were on the list when I was there. There's a few like Alex Pearce and Luke Ryan and Brendan Cox, those sort of guys. Bailey Banfield, Sam Swikowski. That might be about it. Sean Darcy. But yeah, a lot of new faces. But keep in contact with Andy a fair bit.
do you get a chance to catch up with them at all while they're here?
I might. Yeah, I haven't locked anything away yet, but yeah, I might catch up with Andy.
And in terms of Deb Robertson, how close is he, and how's he handling being out of the side at the moment?
He's handling it really well. Yeah, he's always bubbly around the club. He's in some good form as well, but we're playing some good footy at the moment, so he knows that his opportunity will come throughout the year, and he's just got to keep stacking the performances together in the VFL, which he's doing. He played a crucial role for us in the finals last year. We know what he brings. He's working really hard to get better as well, and I know that when he gets his chance again, he's played a couple of games this year, but once he comes back in as well, he'll be ready.
Look, for a side that's won 3 in a row, going for 4, to change or to tinker with a lineup, a winning lineup like that's a big thing. But I guess that shows how the competition and players can make their way in. Is that a right read on that?
Yeah, I think the best teams still try and change their lineup. We're so early in the year that I can guarantee our lineup in round 22 won't be exactly the same as this week. So It's always going to change a little bit. I think we've been pretty settled for a few weeks, so to only have one change it's not too bad. But I think, it shows that if you do stack up performances in the twos, that you can get an opportunity in the ones as well. And it probably puts us, the guys that are playing, on edge a bit more, that you've got to perform. Otherwise, there's guys that are playing well that are going to take your spot.
The Doggies game in the back of your mind, because and Fags mentioned it yesterday, that they came in under the pump, everyone writing them off, everyone not the best season, and that's right where Freo's sitting now too, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're very wary of that, and we've probably put in a couple of performances that we're not proud of as well this year. So we don't want to make it 3. We want to keep winning and keep building momentum for the season.
Charlie Cameron, 17 goals in his last 3 games. Is this the best you've seen him play? He sets a pretty high bar most of the time.
Yeah, he's played some pretty good footy. I think, what was he, All-Australian 2019? He had a very good year then. I think he's been close to 60 goals or something. One year he always kicked 60. So he's playing some good footy, but I think what guys are doing around him is helping him play like that as well. So he'll hate me saying it, but it's not just Charlie. He's relying on Joe and Hippie to provide the contest that they've been doing the last few weeks, which is helping him out enormously. I think since the Bulldogs game, those two have been unreal for us. So Hippie's probably not getting rewarded with the goals and possessions as much. I think he kicked a few against the Kangaroos, but other than that, he's just playing his role at the moment, and it's been awesome for us. And guys like Charlie are getting the reward of their hard efforts.
Since that game, it looks as though almost Joe and Hippie took that personally, the commentary around their performance, because they've been pretty good since then.
Hippie might have seen a little bit of it, but I can almost guarantee you Joey wouldn't have seen it at all. I know that he was disappointed straight after the game in his own performance, and he's a pretty good read on how he's going, and I don't think he even has a TV at home. So who grabbed his phone? Jack Gunston and I were sitting next to him on the plane and looked at his phone. I think he's got an iPhone 4 or something, and the apps that he has, there's no apps at all on there. It's just, I think he's online banking and that's it. So he wouldn't have seen any of the commentary around him, but as I said, he knows when he's played his role and when he's probably played below his standard. Beautiful. Thanks, guys. You ready to hop down?
Thanks, Heider. Good work. Good job, mate.